Check this out on today's Bidding Wars. A Yenko Nova replica, some classy Cadillacs, a sublime Ford GT, and not one, but two Bandit Trans Ams. Welcome to Bidding Wars, presented by Dustless Plastic, coming to you from Lake Auctions in Tulsa, Oklahoma. But this isn't your common coverage of a car auction.
Zip boom to the moon! Oh man rule! Yes! So!
We highlight the competition going on around the edges of the stage because it's not just how much, but who and why.
Tell you what, the ladies are rocking the bidding today.
That was the steal of the day so far.
I think so too.
Have you picked out a favorite car?
You like the Broncos? You like that particular car?
Yeah, I think there's a little money in it left.
So when it comes to people's passion for the automotive market, in between the commerce and the collecting, there's Bidding Wars.
What'd you tell me?
Are you with me at 35?
I can't hear you. What did you say?
Are you with me at 35?
And you're having fun.
Oh, I'm loving it. I brought some to sell, but if I can't sell them, I'll just buy them.
I like the way this guy thinks.
Ladies and gentlemen, here it is, one of the most exciting Mustangs ever built, a 2+2 fastback from 1966. Lot number 194 is a genuine K-code 289 cubic inch, 271 horsepower V8 engine, 4-speed manual transmission, factory GT options.
Wow, ladies and gentlemen, gather
deluxe
around
interior,
here,
style steel
Mustang
wheels,
buyers,
so
gather
much
around.
more.
One of the stars of the show who gives $75,000.
The K-Code 289 is what pushes the Ford Mustang into the realm of muscle cars. This was the pony car's first performance engine, and it's rare, representing less than 1% of the approximately 1.7 million Mustangs produced from 1964 to 1966.
35, we'll do that. 37.5, gonna be 7.5. You want to do it? Gonna be 37.5 here. Now 7.5, 37.5, 36, 37, and now 38, and now 37, 38, 39, and 39 gonna be 9. Now 40, and now 40 gonna be 41, and now $41,000 gonna be 41. You're out there gonna be 41, 1, 42, 42 gonna be 2, 3, 42 and 43. He's still out, Frank. He's still out. 42, 43. High bid 42 and $43,000 gonna be 2 and 3. Got her now 44, and now 44,000.
You'll notice behind the car, upper left corner, Kenny Garmin is both getting bids and negotiating to drop the reserve. He's a busy man.
45 here, gonna be 5 there, 44 and 45. Did you get it there now? 45, gonna be 5 here, 40. Sir, you're out. No mistakes. I've got Kenny Garmin's bidder in at 44,000. I'm asking 45, 44, 45, gonna be 45, gonna be 44 and 45. Jordan, I guarantee you it'll bring more money. Let's lift the reserve. Let's let her odds for sale. I bet you $1 it'll bring more money. 44, 45. What? 46, 45, 40. Reserves off. Reserves off. 45, 46.
As Kenny Garmin gets the reserve drop, he congratulates the bidder. But while he goes to check in with the seller, will this bid stand for such a desirable car?
Does he want to be at 45.5? Going to be 45,500 going twice. $45,500 going 3 times. Last and final call. 45,000 going to be 500. 45.5, 45.5 and a half.
I guess it will.
Sold. 45,000.
You probably got one of the rarest cars in the sale. I think so. K-Code, Rally Pack, Pony Interior, GT, Fastback. It's got everything it's supposed to have.
Yeah, everything right. So you're going to keep that one?
Maybe.
Really?
But I'm in the business of resell, so
Everything's for sale for the right price.
Exactly.
It's the 1979 Pontiac Trans Am, little T-top. This is the real deal right here, ladies and gentlemen. Has a quick silver shifter behind that 400 cubic inch V8 engine, which has a number of aftermarket modifications that are fully receipted, including MSD ignition, AM/FM stereo, power steering tilt wheel, 373 positive traction rear end, power front disc brakes, snowflake wheels, radio tune suspension. It's the T-Top 1979
There we go.
Trans Am.
In 1977, Pontiac came out with a special edition Trans Am, which got a bit famous after appearing in a little film called Smokey and the Bandit. Nicknamed the Bandit Trans Am, production of these black cars with gold striping would continue for several years, including 1979.
13, 14, 13, asking 14.
Pontiac had a long history of naming cars after race series or race venues. Grand Prix, Bonneville, Trans Am. The Trans Am was a road course series which helped establish small block pony cars like the Mustang and the Camaro as performance vehicles. Ironically, Pontiac's engines were too big for these classes.
Having to get 14, 5 going to be 15.
7.5!
2.5.
14, 750!
7.5. Never thought of it. Now 15. I got 14.
Yeah!
Kenny's job is unique on the auction floor. He works with the seller to see if he'll lift his reserve. That's the minimum amount that they would sell the car for. And as you can see, he does. This means the car is officially for sale.
15 going to be 10.
Hey,
50
Kenny,
going
reserves
15, 50 going. Kenny finally came to work. 15, 2.5 going 3 times.
He just got out of rehab!
15, 2.5. Sold, 15,000. Sold, 15,000.
If I had just bought that, I would have a hard time doing anything with it other than taking it to the drive-in.
The guy told me the thing does 11-second quarter.
Really?
Fast, yeah. It runs that fast. I had the same car that I sold last year at a different sale. I brought 26, so I thought it was about.
Yeah, that seemed like that was a heck of a good deal. Now, I have to ask you this. Will you take it to the track and see what she does in the quarter?
I don't know if I'll do that, but I'll sure play with it a lot.
Bidding Wars, presented by Dustless Plastic, is being brought to you by Reliable Carriers Incorporated, vehicles taken seriously. Clamp Tight, the clamp making tool. Custom Auto Sound, the originator of classic car OEM fit radios since 1977. And by Dustless Plastic, it's the future of surface preparation.
The 1972 Cadillac Eldorado Convertible.
More exciting cars coming up here on Bidding Wars, presented by Dustless Plastic.
When the top goes down, the price goes up. Now, that's actually a saying that was invented by a very famous auctioneer, Dean Cruz, many years ago. And what that means is convertibles are usually worth more money.
Lot number 114, the 1972 Cadillac Eldorado Convertible. 500 cubic inch V8 engine with automatic transmission. All the power equipment you want now. Just 5,000 miles on the engine rebuild, and that's a new convertible top. Ladies and gentlemen, the 1972 Cadillac Eldorado Convertible.
These cars were big, bold, and classy in the growing personal luxury car market of the 60s and 70s. 1972 was the sophomore year of the Eldorado 7th generation, one of the longest runs of this model till its decade-long last run, which began in 1992.
And I'll bet you $1 it'll bring more money today.
4,500.
This was one of the last years for the Eldorado Convertible, and as Kathy pointed out, this could help the value go way up.
Got 2.5, now 5, at 42.50. Kenny's a reserve.
And here's our favorite Hawaiian shirt-wearing bidder from the last show, sneaking up on the stage.
What'd you say, Kenny? What'd you say? Ladies, I can't hear you, Kenny. I can't hear you. The reserve's off. The reserve's off. 6 I got. Now 2.5.
As you may have noticed, some of these bidders use subtle signals so as not to give away their intent, like with winks.
That's 7.5. 67.50. Now 7.5. 7.5. 7.5. Now 7. I'm bid. 67. Now 7. What'd you say, Kenny? That's 7 to bid. Now 2.5. Half. 72. 50. 71. 71. Now 2. That's 71. 2.
Yeah!
73. Now 4. That's 74. 50.
Yeah!
75, 75, 75. That's 75. Is that a yes? 75. Now 76. That's the
Yeah!
77. That's $7,700. 76. 87. No. 80 to bid. $7,700. 77. And I sold.
What was it about that car that made you go for it?
I love Cadillacs. Love Cadillacs. Enjoy them.
Is that a little bit different one that you've ever had in your collection before?
No, I got about 20 of them. I love Eldorado convertibles.
And lot number 115 now
Kenny was
rolling
a
into
reserve off.
1971 Lincoln
So-
Continental. This is the Mark III Coupe, powered
Kenny's
by a
so
big
good.
460 cubic inch V8 engine, automatic transmission with air conditioning, power steering, brakes, window seats, locks. I believe it even has cruise control, custom wheels. What a beauty. The 1971 Lincoln Continental Mark
Ladies
III.
and gentlemen, step up and look at this beautiful Mark.
Interesting that this car should follow the Cadillac, since Ford's Lincoln Mark III was designed to directly compete with the Eldorado. This won't just be a bidding war, but a Ford versus GM showdown.
5,075 and make it 6,000 here now. 7,700.
According to some sales figures of the era, Ford was able to produce the Lincoln at a cheaper price than GM and was able to outsell Cadillac in 1968, the year the Mark III was introduced. 1971 would be the last year, coinciding with Lincoln's 50th anniversary.
That was for sale.
Hey, 2.5, 2.5.
No.
Here's some deep trivia. Did you know that Lincoln and Cadillac were founded by the same person? Henry Leland was an engineer who founded Cadillac, ironically using resources left over from Henry Ford's failed first attempt at that company. Sold it to GM, then decided to start another luxury car company, Lincoln, which he eventually sold to Ford.
50, 95 bed, now 7.5, 7.5, roll the car. I'm who's in at 95 bed, 7.5,
96.
750, 95 bed,
96.
97, 50 bed, 7.5. Here goes.
96.
Good one I need to know at 9,500, 7.5, half.
Yeah!
You got 10?
No, 7.5.
97.5, right chair, give me 10, 10, break the tie. At 10, 10. Sir, ladies and gentlemen, none of those for sale. You know, ladies and gentlemen, when
Shit, you know the old tires and stuff
bidders
was
on
back.
it, you want to know why it's worth more. That's why. That's
Smooth
why.
it out at 10 grand.
98, 99. I got 98.
Do 99.
At 98, do that. At 98,
I understand, brother. I appreciate it.
98, 88, 98, 98, 98, going once. Kenny, is a reserve off? Is a reserve off, Kenny? Let's let them know it's for sale. I've got 4 bidders. I'll bet you $1 it brings more.
Wait a minute, isn't that Steve, the Cadillac man, bidding on the Lincoln? It's still a Ford versus GM showdown, even if he buys both, because it depends on how much each sells for.
At 10.
Gotta be 10.
At 10 bed.
Yeah!
255, 5 right here, Phil, gonna be 10, 5. At 10, 5. At 250 bed. Down 5, 5, 5, gonna be 10, 5. Win the bidding war. Win the bidding war. At 255, 5, 5, gonna be 10, 5, gonna be 10,500. At 250 bed. Down 5, 5, 5, gonna be 10, 5. At 250 down 5, going once. 10,500 numbers going twice. He needed bids, and he did know. Gonna be 10. Is he done? He said nope. All right, so, Ty, I'm going to close the bidding right here at 10,250. He wanted 15 today. He said
You do 11 right now while we got him under the gun.
See if we can put that.
Would you do 10?
That was more than I wanted to pay.
Well, the Cadillac sold, so I guess GM wins.
This is a Nova Yenko reproduction.
Welcome back to Bidding Wars presented by Dustless Plastic.
Now coming up to 1994 Dodge is the Ram 2500 4x4 short bed. It is powered by the Cummins 150 horsepower diesel engine, has automatic transmission, rough country suspension lift, bushwhacker fender flares.
What
and
a truck
so much
here.
more.
Down how many dollars here?
As I mentioned before, the last decade has seen tremendous growth in the truck market. Once overlooked as mere utility vehicles, pickups of almost any era have evolved in status and, at the very least, will hold their value. But besides being sharp-looking, this Ram has the added bonus of being four-wheel drive and powered with the robust Cummins diesel.
8,500 down 9, 9 now $9,000 now going to 9. 9,500 gonna be 95, 95, 95, $10,000 out again, gonna be 10. At 10, 10, 10, 9,500 gonna be 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, $10,000 here to 9,500 gonna be 10. Kenny, 9,500 gonna be 10. Is that right?
Now you said no like less
$10,000 gonna be 10.
5 times I'm trying to get you in.
Got a question right here, Kenny.
Well, you okay. All right.
What'd you say?
Okay.
Again, this is a beautiful Dodge.
Now you know you got to buy it, right? I'm going to try. I'm going to try for you.
Hey! 7.5!
97.5 gonna be 10. $10,000 gonna be 10.
I got to be 10, bro. I got 97.5 right now.
10, 10, 10-25. Hit 10, 2.5. Hit 10-5. Gonna be 5 here. 10-5. Roll it out.
10-5.
Now 10-5. What a deal. What a buy. What a truck. Hit 10-5. Gonna be 5 here. 10,500. Ricky, one more time. One more time. 10-5. Now 750. Hit 10-5. Gonna be 7.5. Half. 10-5. Gonna be 750. Once more. Last call. 10-5. Gonna be 7.5. Hit 10-5. Gonna be 7.5. Rick Gerritson's bidder is in at 10-5. Sir, you're out. Sir, you're out. 10-5. 750. Here goes. Now 10, 7.5. Got it. Now 11 grand. Rick, got to be 11. $11,000 here. 11. Got her.
Well,
5. Ricky,
yeah, but there's only one guaranteed way to get it off.
What he means is that the bidder will have to bid high enough to meet the seller's reserve.
All the way. How about 11,750? I'll do that quickly. Here goes. Last call.
Sure. That's a fair amount. I mean, if he lifts it at that, great. If not, I mean, that's a fair chance.
Think about it. How much you got, Frank? 11.5, 11.6. 11.5, 11.6. Last call.
Sure.
Now 11.5 going to be 6.
He's got him in a headlock over there. I mean, we got to be getting close on it. Okay.
Bill, does your man want to bid? I hate to say.
So 11.6. You want to try it? All right.
That's a good deal. That's a good truck. 11.5, 11.6. Here and I have. Are you done?
Sure.
11.5.
Do 11.6. Hey!
11.7. Reserve. What? You never know when the one more bid might do it. And reserves off. Reserves off. Now, Frank, your bidder is out. I've got Rick's bidder in at 11.6. Ask him nice. 11.6, 11.7. And now 11.6 is going to be 7. Reserves off. Any advances in the house? Reserves off. 11.7, 11.6, 11.7, and 11.6 here, going to be 7 there once more. Last call, 11.6, going to be 7 to 7.7, sir. You want a bid? 11.7, 11.7, 11.8, 11.8, 11.8.
You got it there, man.
He said that once before.
Sure.
I don't believe him, Rick. 11.8.
It took him that long to give it to us. You give it to us again, it may not do it.
11.7, going to be 8.
All right, well, I appreciate what you did, though. Thank you.
Good job. Sold.
Well, you almost had that one.
Yeah.
You kept thinking about it.
Yeah, I was.
We thought you were out once.
Yeah, I was out and I got back in.
Almost.
But it went over.
They got more of them.
Yeah, I know. Hey, if they don't make money, I can't buy them.
The term Yenko refers to an aftermarket manufacturer in the state of Pennsylvania that used to take General Motors products right off the assembly line and stuff them with some of the biggest engines that would fit in the engine bay. Some of the most popular are 427 powered Camaros and Novas that bear the Yenko emblem.
This is a Nova Yenko reproduction. 396 cubic inch big block V8 backed up by a Muncie 4-speed transmission. New interior, tires, wheels, disc brakes on all 4 corners with new exhaust. Just 20 miles on this custom build. What a beautiful example it is. The 1971 Chevrolet Nova Yenko.
Oh, not a Yenko! Yenko!
What Carroll Shelby was to Ford, Don Yenko was to Chevrolet. Like Shelby, Yenko was a retired race car driver and used his knowledge of power and handling to tweak factory cars from a speed shop he set up in his family's dealership. Soon he was packaging his own brand, the Yenko Supercars, based on high-performance Chevy engines. Like the Shelby Mustang in the previous episode of Bidding Wars, this Yenko is a replica, so we'll have to see if the copy can be anywhere as valuable as the original.
19, hands up, bids in, 19. Now 20, at 19, now 20. Is somebody talking to me here? Going to be 20. At 20, Frank going to be 20. Got her, now 22.5. I get 22.5 right here. Can you get to be 22.5? I get 20 bad. At 21,000, lift the reserve. 21. Is that a yes, Kenny? At 21,000, going to be 20 bad. 21. Got her, now 22. At 21. Kenny Garman, I got the bid right there at 21, 22. Lift the reserve, Kenny. Lift the reserve. 21, 22,000. 2, 3. What'd you say, Kenny? 2, 3. The reserve's off. I got 22,000. 23,000 going to be. Come on, Kim. They're going to be 23. Kimber at 23,000. Going to be 22, 3. At 22, give me 23,000. The reserve's off.
Now Phil knows a bid of 22,100 probably won't be acceptable to the auctioneer.
Bid 5, asking 23. At 23,000, I'm going to be 23. Got her now 5.
And it isn't.
I've got her now 24. We missed her turn. 23.5 going to be 24. At reserves off. At 24,000 going to be 24. 4 going to be 3.5 going to be 24 going once. $24,000 going twice. Any of the bids here going to be 24,000. Frank's bidder's in at 23.5. $24,000. Are you done, Kenny? He said nope, and I. Sold $23,000. Sold. Buddy Nog into the podium.
So you always wanted a Yenko.
Yes, orange Yenko, big block car. Yep.
Yeah, no kidding. But it looks
Beautiful
like
car.
the real thing. Nice job.
It does. Thank you.
2006 Ford GT.
Bidding Wars, presented by Dustless Plastic, is being brought to you by Steel Rubber Products, quality crafted rubber parts and weather stripping. Z-Max, the one product for your engine, transmission, and fuel system. Brothers Truck Parts, your #1 source for 1947 to 87 Chevy and GMC truck restoration. And by Dustless Plastic, it's the future of surface preparation.
2006 Ford GT. 550 horsepower, 5.4 liter V8 engine, 6-speed transmission, equipped with all 4 available options. Painted racing stripes, Macintosh stereo, GT car cover with the tote. Now, ladies and gentlemen, I want you to really, really pay attention, because this beautiful Ford GT, and again, we've been watching them do $300,000 plus, is being offered today here in Tulsa, Oklahoma at no reserve.
Ladies and gentlemen, selling today, the star of the show. He'll give $500,000 to start the video on his quality automobile.
The GT is Ford's street version of its legendary GT40 race car. This car is a limited edition, only produced for 3 years, 2004 through 2006. A new version came out in 2016, but doesn't have the classic lines of the original. This is an instant collectible, selling at no reserve.
I am bid 250, 275, at 250, bid no 75, 250, 275, at $275,000 at 275, and I get 250 bid, 275. Now, ladies and gentlemen, you're buying one of the great motor cars of the world. It's selling today at no reserve. It's selling today at no reserve. Today, you set the price. Tomorrow, someone else sets it for you at 260,000, 270,000. I'm bid 260, 270, 270, 270, 270, 270, 270, at 260,000. Who can make 270, 270,000, and the 270. Now listen to me. Listen to me. This is important. I have John's bidder at 260,000. Who'll give 270.
There are a number of phone bidders participating in this auction. This truly is the star of the show. While Shelby's Ford-powered Cobra was designed to beat the Corvette in racing, Ford's GT40 was designed to beat Ferrari, which it ably did by winning the 24 Hours of Le Mans 4 years in a row, particularly the first time in 1966, when they finished first, second, and third. The new GTs are powered by Ford's 5.4-liter modular V8 topped with a supercharger and are capable of going 205 miles per hour.
Here in America. And I've got 260. John's in at 260.
John is John Conlon, Lake Auction's official liaison for phone bidders.
265, ladies and gentlemen. Don't say you didn't have a fair competitive chance in the marketplace. At $265,000, get ready to roll the car. At 265, I got it. Now 270. At 265, 270. 270. Did somebody say yes? At 270, 270, 265 is the bid. At 270,000 is no reserve, ladies and gentlemen. That's right, it's no reserve. You're buying it today. At $270,000, at 270, 267.5. Now 270. Man's out fell. I've got 267,500 at 279. Now 275. Be the winner. Win the bidding war. 270.25. Now 275 at $275,000 at 275. 275. Only $275,000 at 275. At 275. I've got it. Now 280.
No, John is still working on his phone bidder.
280 at $280,000 at 280. 275. Give me 280 at $280,000 at 280. Fair warning. I don't want to miss you. Now John, your bidder is out at $280,000 at 280. I have 275. 277.5. Now 280 at 280,000. Be the winner, sir. Win the bidding war. Win the bidding war at $280,000 at 280. 277.5 bid. 280,000. Sir, don't miss it. I'm telling you what, you can do all the driving and all you look and you want to, but you can't duplicate it for any less money anywhere in the world. But right here today. Today you set the price. Tomorrow somebody else sets it for you. Investment grade automobile. 280,000.
This car is so impressive. ringman Rick Garrettson is taking a picture of it, and he sees great cars all day.
I won't ask you again, sir, for $280,000. I have $277.5. How about $200? I'll stop you if you bid too much. You've got $1 million smile. Go ahead. Go ahead. I've got $277.5. $280,000 going twice. Ended up at the house at $280,000 fair warning. He said nope, and I said sold, $277,500. Sold. Where does the car go? Where's it going, John? Sold, $277,500. It's headed to Rhode Island, ladies and gentlemen, the automobiles, headed to Rhode Island. Sir, thank you for bidding. I appreciate it very kindly. Sold, 200.
Now, you're working the phone bidders and that type of thing. How different is that than working the people here in person, be able to see their expressions?
It's very different. The customers are just listening. They're kind of watching online on YouTube. So they're hearing it online and hearing me at the same time. And with the bidding going as fast as it's going, it's hard for them to hear what exactly it is when it's going from 50, 55, 60. And, you know, once it starts slowing down, that's when they really start bidding. So it's really interesting to hear it on the phone versus seeing in the crowd.
Absolutely, because it's not instantaneous like it would be here in person.
That's correct. It's a whole different ballgame when it's on the phone.
It takes a lot of gifted people to make this stuff work.
You're watching Bidding Wars presented by Dustless Plastic.
And lot number 479 coming onto the ring right now is 1969 Chevrolet Corvette T-Top Coupe. It is powered by a 427 cubic inch V8 engine, turbo hydromatic 400 automatic transmission, L68 with factory T-tops, ground up restoration, correct tri-power winter's intake with date-coated Holly carburetors. Cortez silver with a lack of
here's a nice one here, ladies and gentlemen.
In 1968, Chevy radically changed the Corvette silhouette with the Manta Ray design, a body style which would last for 15 years as the C3. T-tops were introduced with this body style and were so popular they accounted for more than half of the Corvettes made in 1969.
Here going to be 25, 20 for 20 for 25. Here going to be 5 there, 22, 23.
The 3x2 Tri-Power marks this as one high-performance version of the 427. This is the L68, capable of 400 horsepower. In a slight change of pace, however, the car's owners actually seated in the crowd, requiring seller ambassador Kenny Garman to do a lot of running back and forth for the negotiation.
27, now Frankie's out again, going to be 27, 28, 88, 28,000. I bid 27, 28, he's out in the front row, going to be 28,000, going to be 28. Sir, would you like to bid? I got 27, 27, 5, 28, 27, 5, going to be 28. Frank, your bidder's out. I got 27, 5 here, going to be 28, 88. Let's button it up, roll it out, guys. I'm talking about a nice Stingray here. 27, 5, I got 27, 5 right here. 28, 29, it's 28, going to be 29. Alan, let's sell this car. Let's sell this car. 28. What? Reserve. 29.5. Now 30. Hit 29.5. Going to be 30. 30,500. Going to be 30,500. $30,500. Going to be 30,500. Once more. Last call. Here goes. Reserves off. Reserves off. Hit 30,500. I bid $30,500. Going to be 5 here. Now got Phil bidder in at $30,000. Going to be 30,500. Last call. Is that a yes?
Yes!
Hey, Phil, when
30,000 pounds!
30.
Hey, 31!
1, 2. Did you get it?
31!
Hit 31.5 here. Going to be 5 there. Down 31.5. Going to be 5 here. 32. It's Phil's first day. Hit 31.5. Going to be 32. 2, 2, 31. Yeah! 5 here. 32,500. Are you sure, sir? 32,500. You've been with me all the way. 32,250.
We're done.
32,250. Once more, last call. Said no. Said sold. $32,000. Sold.
It's kind of cool when we get an opportunity to see the buyer and the seller sitting so close together. You pretty excited to pick up the car?
Absolutely.
Is this something that was on your list when you came in this weekend?
Yes, it is. I own a classic car dealership, so yeah, that's what I do.
How about you? Did you feel bad letting her go?
Absolutely. I mean, I had close to 48,000 in the car, but when I bought it, I went through and fixed everything. The power windows didn't work. I mean, just all the vacuum systems up.
it's a great car now.
And now it's going to be going on to you, who are going to be looking for even a new buyer.
Absolutely.
Lot number 163 is 1981 Pontiac Trans Am. Upgraded 400 cubic inch V8 engine, the owner is telling us, with automatic transmission, power steering, four-wheel disc brakes, T-top, Kenwood stereo, correct code 19 black paint. Again, offered today at no reserve on this 1981 Pontiac Trans Am.
How many dollars?
This year model more closely resembles the Turbo Trans Am featured in Smokey and the Bandit 2. It was also the last year of the second-generation Firebirds. But while Pontiac may be long gone, the Bandit endures. Besides the history-making GTO, the Trans Am is one of the most popular Pontiacs out there. The Bandit edition tops among those.
I'm bid 8, how about 9? Gonna be 9, 9, 9, 10 to 10. Gonna be 9, 10, 11, 12. And 11 gonna be 12, to 12, 12. Down 11 here, gonna be 12 there. Down 11 gonna be 12, to 12, 12, 12. 11, 5 gonna be 12. I'm bid 11, 5.
Kind of jumped up there a little bit, but yeah, it's an 81. I said, if there was any other one, I probably would have. Okay, yeah. All right.
11, 5, of course. 11, 5, 5, 14, 15, down 15, down 11. 4 bidders on it. 4 bidders on it. You know why? It's too cheap. That's why. It's worth more. It's Ernest Jar to buy this. $15,000 going to be 14, 15 down to 14, 15, 15, 15 down to 14, 15. Get ready to roll it out.
No reserve! No reserve!
Of course, no reserve means no minimum price has been set by the seller. Someone might manage to steal this Bandit. And a 79 Trans Am sold for $15,000. Can the 81 beat that?
Got it on the internet. 14.
That's right. Bids from the internet through an online service called Iron Planet. Just keep an eye on the man behind the auctioneer.
7.5!
I think Phil Gee just deafened someone.
15, 7.5, 15, internet's out, 15, $15,000 internet, you better click the button, I don't want to sell away from you now. 14, 7.5, 15, 5 now, 15, 5, gonna be 5, 15, 5,
15, 2.5.
5 here, water deal, water buy,
We
water
got
car.
15, I'll put you 2.5.
5, 15, 250, 15, 5 here, gonna be 5 there, 15, 2.5, 15, 5, here goes, last call. 15, 5, better click the button, 15, 2.5, 15,
You got me at 15, 250, right?
15 now, 15, 5, yes sir, 15, 5, 750, you're out, 15, 7.5, 15, 750, Phil, pay attention, go to work, 15, 7.5,
7.5.
5 gonna be 750,
We were in at 2.5,
15,
5 up there,
15,
7.5.
5 gonna be 7.5, 7.5, 7.5, I believe I would, a lot of car for the money, 16,000.
15,750.
16,000 internet. 16,000. $16,000 gonna be $16,000 on them. 16,000 internet. 16,500. 16,250.
Hey,
Would you do that? 16,2.5 here. Gonna be 250 now. 16,2.5. 16,250. Last call. No reserve. 250 here. Gonna be 16,2.5. She said it'd be fine. She said it'd be fine. 16,250. 16,2.5. Here goes. Last call. $16,250 on them. 16,2.5.
2.5.
5. Boy, I don't want to sell away from you. Don't wait me out, guys. 16.5. 16.5 internet. Going to be 5.
Now it comes down to Phil's impressive volume and the internet's anonymous stealth. Who will win the bidding war?
500 going 5. 750. You're out.
Now
16,
we're out
750.
16,
yes or
5.
yes. Yes or yes.
Don't be out.
Yes or yes. 16, 750.
Don't be done.
16, 750. Sold.
Okay.
16,500 on the internet. Sold. 16,500. Sold. Goes to ironplanet.com.
Score 1 for the internet. You're watching Bidding Wars presented by Dustless Plastic.
It's a 1953 Ford F100 pickup truck. This is the first year of the F100. This one is powered by a Chevrolet 350
We sold
cubic
100% of this man's cars.
out of
That's
a
the way to
Corvette.
go.
Automatic transmission, 2-inch chop on the cab, air
Kenny.
conditioning, power steering, wood in the bed, disc brakes up front.
And how much you pay here? Lot 417. And but give $30,000 to go. But give 30. Wow, ladies and gentlemen, look how it shines under the lights there. How much you bidding, sir? 5. Now make it 75.
Another truck, this time a Ford. But the main difference is in its purpose. This is a modified street machine. Candy apple paint job, pinstriping, chop top, custom wheels. This is a top-notch show vehicle. That puts it in a completely different category in terms of desirability and price.
Going to be $18,000 here, but give 18. 17.5's in, going to be $18,000 as a reserve off, Kenny. 17.5 going to be 18.5, 19,000 $19,000, 19.5 going to be 19.5, 19.5 going to be 19, 19.5 going to be 5, 19.5. I got her. And now $20,000, 22. And now 22. He's not in, G. He's not in. He's not in. 21, 22. And now 22. Right over there. Now 22. Yeah, look at the. Wow. Ladies and gentlemen, stop. Step up and look at this automobile. Try and fault this truck in any way. I'm telling you what, friends.
The craftsmanship on this truck is truly impressive, from the quality of the paint and bodywork to the interior and the engine bay. This 53 is attracting a lot of interest. Phil Gee alone has a pair of bidders competing.
24,000. What a deal. What a buy. What a truck. 23, 5, 24. 23, 5 going to be 24. 23, 5 going to be 24. Frankie's out in the bar. Yes. 25. 25 going to be.
At the front of the truck, you can see seller ambassador Kenny Garmin is going to do his job, convince the owner to lift his reserve.
24.5. Let's do it now. 24.5. Let's buy this beautiful truck. $24,500 going twice. 24,000. Kenny, they want to know if the reserve's off. Well, of course I'll keep working. Kenny, is the reserve off? Kenny, Bobby, let's lift the reserve. Is the reserve off? 24, reserve's off. 25, out of luck. Phil, that's the way to do it.
It's amazing how much the dynamic can change once the reserve is lifted. Some bidders' strategy is to hold back until they're sure the vehicle is actually for sale.
25, gonna be 26. Phil, you're out, gonna be 26. 25, 5, 25,000. Now 26,000. Frank's out, gonna be 26. 26.5. And out $26,500. Gonna be 26.5, 26.5, 26.5. What a deal, what a buy, what a truck. 26,500. Phil, you're out. Last call. Here it goes. Reserves off. Going back in at 26,250. 26 is in. Gonna be 2.5, 2.5. 26 down, 250 there, down 26, 2.5, and I have. Sold 26,000. Sold 26,000. Good job, Frank the Tank. Sold 26,000.
So what caught your eye with this beautiful truck?
Oh, the paint job is wonderful.
The paint is gorgeous. Did you have your eye on it for a while?
Yes, I did.
Can you tell us what you plan to do with the truck?
It'll be a show truck. I won't drive it every day.
You wouldn't believe what it takes to put together an event like this, and especially for 45 years. And that's why we have Audrey with us from Lake Auction Company. And you're doing all the social media and everything else, which obviously has grown over the years, but you're celebrating a very special event here this year.
Yeah, it is our 45th anniversary. It's a very big deal for us. My grandfather started the company back in the 60s, and so we're really excited to be here for another year and celebrating such a huge milestone in our hometown. My grandfather grew up off of Route 66, and he loved seeing the cars drive down the highway. He eventually started collecting cars. Everywhere he went, he was looking for a deal. They were in the grocery business, so they had warehouses all over Oklahoma. He would stash a car here, a car there. Well, kind of as the roads got better, they didn't need as many of those warehouses, and my grandmother realized he was kind of hoarding cars everywhere, and she turned to him and said, Jimmy, you got to get rid of some of these cars. So he had an auction with 50 cars and realized that there was a lot more to it than just collecting cars.
And you guys don't have just this auction here in Tulsa every year. You have several.
Yes, we currently are operating 4 auctions a year. We have Tulsa in June, which is our flagship sale, and then we have an auction in November in Dallas, in February in Oklahoma City, and then again in April in Dallas. And it's, a lot of fun to get to go to all these different venues and meet with different people and see all the wonderful cars people bring.
Bidding Wars, presented by Dustless Plastic, is being brought to you by Original Parts Group, the world's largest source for GM A-body parts and accessories. Borla, the world's most winning exhaust. Saw Blade, quality, American-made, weld-to-order bandsaw blades. And by Dustless Plastic, it's the future of surface preparation.
We can't help but be impressed by some of the gorgeous paint jobs we see, like on this Camaro. Well, guess what? Many of the cars we see come across the auction block did not start off that way. And a very effective way to remove the old rust in paint, well, Dustless Plastic has something that will take care of that.
Man, Zach, you gotta come in here. This is too cool. We kind of talked about, in theory, how all this works, but man, to actually see us get to this white metal in like 2 minutes is amazing.
Absolutely, and it is just as simple as picking it up and pointing and shooting.
And since we're on the plastic here, everything's self-contained. There's no giant mess. There's not stuff flying all through the air. You guys talk about Dustless Plastic as being the future of service preparation, and after doing it myself, I cannot argue. It's pretty awesome.
Well, thank you so much. We're awfully proud of it, and you know, it's definitely an exciting tool for entrepreneurs as well as established businesses.
Very neat.
Lot number 490 is the 1952 Cadillac Series 62 convertible. 331 cubic inch overhead valve V8 engine, recently overhauled, as was the automatic transmission. Does have aftermarket air conditioning with power steering, tinted roll-up windows, dual exhaust, electronical fuel pump, 12-volt conversion with alternator, remote master cylinder. What a beauty this is. The 1952 Cadillac Series 62 convertible. Let's find it a new home
here we
today.
go. Think of 10, 15, 10, 15.
You never know. Paint job.
10, 12, 5.
It's got to go.
Going to be 12, 5. Going to be 10,
Paint
12,
job.
5.
It's got to be got. Yeah, it's got to be done.
12, 5. The Series 62 was introduced by Cadillac in 1940 as an entry-level model and lasted until 1964. In 1952, Cadillac was celebrating its 50th anniversary and honored this fact by plating the Caddy crest and accompanying V in a gold color.
Now there's a bargain there, going to be $19,000. Is there an owner rep here on this car? Owner representative. Can I have a post-sale person?
Without an owner representative present, there's no one to approve the final offer. So this Cadillac's going through the auction as an if
You
sale.
got a phone, don't you? How many going to about? Look at here now. Here you're going to. It's a Barbie doll phone. I don't know if it'll work in here. How going to about 18? Going to be 19. 18, not 19. Kenny's got a Barbie doll phone. Going to be 18, not 19.
This 52 6-volt system has been upgraded to 12-volt, allowing for modern conveniences like a digital radio and aftermarket air conditioning.
Yep, it's going to be honored. If call is the owner rep here, last chance. 18, 19,000. 18, 5, 19, 19, now 5, now 5, 19, now 5, now 20, 19, 5, 20, now 5, now going to be 20 grand, 5, you say 5, now going to be 20 grand, 5, now going to be, not going to be 5, now 21, now going to be 21, now 5, bids everywhere, 21, 5, 21, 2, 22, 22, 22,000, now going to be 21, 5, and 22, now 5, at 22,000, 5, 23, I'm going to get 23,000, going to be 3, 3, 3, going to be 23, now 3, 5, I'm going to be 23, 5, owner rep, 23, 5, 24,000, I'm going to get 4, now going to be 3, 5, $24,000 bill rolled out, 23, 5, and 24, at 24,000, is that a bid? At 23, 5, and 24, at 23, 5, and Jones, you're out. 23, 5, and 24. At 23, 5, going to be 24, going once and twice. What's the matter? 23, 5, 24,000. 23, 5, 24, now 5, now 25,000. That's a convertible now, 25,000. 25,000. 24, 5, 25,000. 25,000. Now going to be 4, 5, going to be 25, last 10, final chance, 25, now 5, now 26 now. Is the owner up here? I've got 25.5 internet guy, now 26. I've got 25.5 bid, who get $26,000 for Trans Am. Going to be on a phone call, 25,750, now 26, now 6,250, now 26,250, now 26,250, so you're out, going to be 250, 250, going to be 250, going to be last chance, going to be on a provisional phone call, at 26, going to be need post sale, somebody for post sale, at 26, going to be 250, at 26, going to be 250. Now 5, now 750. Now going to be 750. At 26, going to be 750 going once and twice and 3 times. 750. Phone call, 26,005 on a provisional phone call.
27.
I was hoping you were going to get that one. Now, of course, now we're waiting on the phone call, correct?
It's a Cadillac.
Maybe you were back to it. Some green for some green.
Oh, I'm going to change that color. It's got to go. Got to go.
You know, I've got to know you a little bit here over the past few days, hours, whatever, and I was hoping you were going to say that.
Thank you. Thank you.
For Brett Kepner, Kathy Fisher, Holly Vining, and our entire CBS Sports crew, I'm Ted Jones in association with Masters Entertainment Group. This has been a presentation of CBS Sports Network, the 24-hour home of CBS Sports.